that your hair and your lips and your skin, melanin, it's all beautiful. Hey guys, I was shooting a video for Vlogmas Day, I think. I don't know, but yeah, I was shooting a video for Vlogmas, but I was unable to because the light has completely gone down. So what I'm going to do now is just go to the mall as I informed you. I think I say that in my other in a clip, but yeah, anyway, I'm going to just get ready, like just get my jacket, go out, get some Christmas gifts, and also go to another shop. Home, I love that shop so much. I'll go to the shop and just look at Christmas stuff. I think that's one of my favorite things to do, just going in there looking around for Christmas things. And yeah, after that I'll come back home and rest because today is my off day, so I just want to rest as much as possible, even though I've not been able to I've not been able to rest, and it's almost 6 p.m. But yeah, I'm gonna go outside and carry you guys along. Hopefully you get to see this video today, and yeah, I will catch up with you guys when I'm outside. Hey guys, I am done buying. I almost fell down, but yeah, I'm done buying like the little bags for my gifts, and I also got wrapping paper at home, so I am going to buy the gifts and then go back home. It's already dark, don't mind this place. It's currently 5 something, 5 p.m, 17 hours, so yeah, it's dark but it's not late, so yay. Hey guys, oh, I'm home now. I did get a couple of things that I wanted to buy today, like this little Christmas this little Christmas bags, and yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I think the light this side is too much. Should I turn it off? I think I should. Let me turn it off. Hey, that's better, right? Okay, yeah, I think that's better. I don't know if you can see me. Yeah. Okay. I'm just showing inside here. Okay. So hey guys, welcome back to this day. I came back from shopping not quite long ago, so I will be packing the gifts that I got, and also sharing with you guys a couple of things. I also got something for myself. I got this little ring for myself. I think that's really pretty. Yeah, I got this for myself, and yeah. Welcome to Christmas 2024. How has the year been for you guys? How has everything been going? What has been happening? Please let me know in the comment section down below, because I know every single person has had different experiences from the beginning of this year. For me, this year, it began on a very high note, and it has not been going well. But yeah, trying to take it a step at a time. I hope you guys are doing very fine. I'm excited to do this part of this video because it's just like a little chit chat. I wish it was a live video, but it's not, so we'll still work with it just the way it is. I have some boxes here that I'll also have to pack, and also write some notes, because I was supposed to put notes here, but I wasn't. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that. Anyway, that is fine. I also have wrapping paper as well for the boxes. I have wrapping paper as well. And yeah, let's get right into today's video, the wrapping of the gifts. I will place everything down this tree. I don't have the little white snowy thing on the floor that most people put, so I'll just keep the boxes on the floor. Jesus, my light. It didn't break, did it? No, it didn't break. Anyway, let's do this. It's a bit late. It's actually 8 p.m. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. How has 2024 been for you guys? For some of us, like myself, 2024 has just been a very, like I told you guys, it started off on a really high note. I was really happy. This year I got to see my family after such a long time, and I was happy. That was one of the best moments of my life, okay? I was very, very happy. Surprised my mom and surprised my dad. Everything went really well, all right? And then I came back. I traveled back. I remember crying a lot when coming back because I just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving my family. When I went back home, I was really contemplating. I really wanted to stay back. I was really, really considering just staying back and not coming back here because, yeah, I mean, I had a good time. I enjoyed my time with my family, my mom and my dad, my brother, his wife, and the daughter, and my cousins. It was an amazing time that I had, and something about life is those memories will never be relived, also, or that specific experience will never be relived. But I'm just grateful to God that I still have the memories within me, and I'll carry that forever in my life. Fortunately, because of videos like, you know, this that I'm making, I was able to make videos, to keep videos, and yeah, just keep everything on my phone, even though I wasn't able to vlog as much because I was like, no, let me live in the moment and let me not make too many videos. But then I really wish I did make so many videos because life can be very unpredictable, okay? So after January, February, and then I came back in March, I was preparing for a specific exam that I wasn't able to attain the specific marks that I needed. That was like a 0.5. Like I did that twice. And I was just unable to achieve that. And all this period, my dad would encourage me. He's like, don't worry, God knows best. You guys, my dad, he was very positive. Very, very positive. He would always encourage me so much that at some point I was like, no, you don't understand. What do you mean God knows best? You know, us as human beings tend to, you know, doubt God sometimes because we feel like we know better, but we don't, okay? We really don't know better. God knows best, okay? That happened, and I tried to do that for a couple of months, and then in July I got a new job where I had to, you know, train. So the training was for like a month. So I started doing almost a month, I think. So I started doing the training for the new role that I applied for, and everything was going great. But I decided not to tell my family, specifically my dad, because I knew my dad would have been very happy, and that's not what I wanted. It's just because I needed to do something to, you know, to do something. You know how it is. You're grown. You really need to do something. So I decided not to tell my dad, and then on I'm not packing. I am not packing. I'm not wrapping my gifts. But yeah, and then I started working. So like some days before, like 2 days before that, I was talking to my dad, and I just told him about my sister and her role that she had, and my dad was happy. He was like, da 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 da, just be grateful to God. I know this is not what you really want, but just be grateful to God. I mean, you need to be grateful, all right? That happened, and then on the 24th I had my first night shift. As you guys may know, or I think I mentioned it, I'm currently working night shift. I work from 10 p.m. to 7 in the morning. Before the time changed, it was 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I work like proper night shift. And this day I worked my first night shift, and I slept on the 24th. Now that was like the 24th. Wait, anyway, my first night shift was on the 24th, so the next morning was the 25th. I slept. Is it 25th? Or on the 24th? I don't know. Anyway, I slept in the morning, and by like 12, I slept at 9 a.m. and by 12 my mom called, and honestly speaking, I could have just said, oh no, I'll call them back later, let me sleep. I decided to wake up and just answer the call and talk. We spoke, my dad, my mom, everything was pretty fine. Like, yeah, everything seemed just pretty fine. We were talking, and my dad was watching football, and we were laughing, and yeah, it was just nice. It was just really nice. And before then, we had just moved to a new apartment. So my dad was like, you guys need to show me the video of the new apartment, because every single time that we move to a new place, we always show them. But this time around, we hadn't shown my dad a video of a new apartment. So my dad was like, oh, okay, you should show me a video of a new apartment. And he was like, you should also send the address to your new apartment so that I can have it. And we were like, okay, daddy, no problem. And we were laughing, you know, we're just laughing about the whole thing and just talking. And we're like, oh, okay, we'll talk to you when tomorrow, because the next day was going to be a Sunday. That was on a Saturday. And at night, in like that evening, no, in the afternoon, my sister and I went to an esthetician, I think, to just do like maintenance and stuff. So we went there, and then in the evening, everything just was okay. Honestly, I had my dinner and slept for a bit before my shift, because then I was working from home. And then in the evening, or no, not in the evening, at night around 3 a.m. my lunch was at 3 a.m. or is it 2? I think 3. I woke up to, no, I didn't wake up. My lunch was at 3 or 2. What am I saying? Please, you guys, just follow my story, all right? Just follow. We're getting somewhere. So yeah, my lunch was at 3 or 2 a.m. I can't remember. And I put myself on unavailable instead of lunch. I put my status on unavailable instead of lunch, and I went downstairs to take a shower, because my plan was, okay, let me take a shower and then bath and then sleep for like 30 minutes, right? So I came downstairs, I was about to go and take a shower, and then I just heard my sister. And then I was like, you know, I just remembered that I put myself on unavailable. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me rush upstairs and put myself back on lunch, then come back and shower. Whilst I was going upstairs, I just heard my sister screaming in her room, and you know, I was frightened, I was scared. I'm like, what's going on? She was like, Ndina, apparently dad has died. That moment for me was very painful and shocking. I was very numb. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I had a toothbrush in my hands and a towel, and I dropped it on the floor. I just didn't know how to act. My sister was asking, she's like, which dad, which dad, which dad? And my mom was crying. And that was like in the morning, 3 a.m. And there were already people at home. Like, people were crying in the background. That was a very sad moment, all right? It felt very unreal. And I can tell you for sure that I never believed that had happened until I never believed that was true until my dad was buried. Yeah, till now, it's hard to believe it. So my sister said dad has died, and then sorry, my mom and the friend, my mom's friend, she grabbed the phone from my mom, and she was like, girls, just calm down, something like, I don't know, can't remember what she was saying. And my sister and I started weeping. We were crying in this house. It was crazy. I was crying, she was crying. I don't know how to explain the cry. It's not, I don't know, it's not any, I don't know, like, you don't know how you're feeling in that moment. Because my dad was the pillar of our family. He was the one holding everyone together, okay? So my dad was always this person who loved us so much, and he would do anything for us. He would do anything for us, but that happened. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like I might have to reshoot this. Yeah. So my dad held us together. He held the family together, and that happens. My dad was the most positive person, and we even had to, like, he was the most trusted family member. I am telling you, there's no one in my family that I would trust as much as I trust my dad. And yeah, that happening, it shattered me. It broke my heart. Okay, so we're back. You guys, this camera makes me look so bright and light, but I really don't know how to fix the settings so that it can actually show my true self, because this is too bright. But yeah, where was I? We've even forgotten to pack. We're supposed to be packing, right? We are supposed to pack. All right. So that happened, and I can't remember where what. I can't remember what I was talking about, but yeah, please forgive me. So that happened, and I felt really, really shattered. That day, we cried till like morning and afternoon and night. We basically didn't do anything, guys. I lost like about 10 kgs in less than a week. Okay, I was weighing about 78 or 76 kgs, and I went down to 60, I think 64. I lost so much weight in less than a week, because the only thing we used to do is cry. That's the only thing we used to do. It was sad. It was very, very sad. I remember my brother calling and asking which coffin should they buy. It was really sad. It was really, really sad. Yeah, I was really shattered. My family was shattered. We still are till date, because it feels like a dream. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't feel real at all. My dad, he was fine. I spoke to him the day he died. He was totally fine. He was driving. He came from a funeral and he was fine. He was just fine. But that happened, and it just happened from nowhere. It really just happened from nowhere. I could have never in my life thought that something would happen like that to my dad. I mean, my dad would always go to the gym. Even he was going to be 64 this year. He would always go to the gym. My dad used to eat healthy, and my dad was he was retired, so he spent most of his time like gardening. He loved gardening. He loved growing his flowers, and you know, his fruits and all that stuff. And he also like would spend so much time at church, just serving the church, right, in different ways that he could. And yeah, he was very much involved. He was very much active, you know, and would speak a lot as well. And I remember like the month that he died, my dad was calling us more than usual. My dad, my sister and myself would talk often, but not as often as he was calling us in the last month. And then I was doing my training, so I was really busy. Like, I was really busy at the time, so sometimes I would miss his calls and call him back, and then he'd call me back like 4 times after that, and he'd be like, you should be calling, we should be checking up, you know, that stuff. Yeah, it really hurts. I will say that 2024 has made me a whole different person, because I see things in a very, very different light. I see things very differently from how I did some months back or at the beginning of the year, because when you understand that life is this fragile, you'll see things differently. You actually just really see things differently. And yeah, I'm going to share more about this in my next videos, hopefully. But in this video specifically, I just want to share that I've had a crazy year. And one of the things that I have learned is gratitude. But before I speak about gratitude, I will speak about God comforting us, because God is our greatest comforter. He indeed comes through for people, and I can tell you for sure that he does come through for people. But one of the hardest things to do is believing in that and praying to God when you're going through that season of your life. It is painful. It is hard to actually pray. I don't know if certain people also have experienced this, but I will say this, that it is really hard. It's really hard to kneel down and pray to God and say, God, take the wheel, because you don't know. Like, the pain that you're feeling is too much, okay? It is too much. I feel like this video is going to be very long. So what I'm going to do is talk about what I have learned this year, okay? Then I will talk about this in my next video. One of the things that I have learned this year is gratitude. showing gratitude is very important. And yeah, it's very important. Show gratitude, guys. Any given chance, just show gratitude. Show that you're grateful to people, for people in your life, for your family members, and everything. Anyone that you can show gratitude to, do it. Gratitude is a must, because yeah, it's just a must. If you fill your heart with so much gratitude and thankfulness, you will live a lighter life. Like, your heart will be lighter. So try by all means to show gratitude at all times, and don't ever postpone it for the next day. Okay? I keep saying okay. Like I'm speaking to students, but yeah, anyway, I just like saying that. Then the next thing is, don't take friends for granted. For people who love to isolate themselves, because I know this is like a common trend these days, where people are like, oh, I'd rather be in I don't know, in one island by myself, and blah blah blah. Like, so many people want to live in isolation, but I'll tell you for sure that living in isolation doesn't do good for anyone. God did not create us to be isolated beings, and this is why Eve was created in the first place, because it's not good for man to live alone, right? We were never created to be people that should live in isolation. I think I've said that. So why is it that so many of us feel like we should live in isolation? Friends are very important, because friends actually come through. When my dad died, I had friends come through for me, and shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I did have people come through for me, and I can only imagine if at all I was one of those people that were like, oh no, I need to isolate myself and whatever. Respect people around you and love the people around you. Number 3, one of the things that I have learned in 2024 is that I shouldn't be anxious about anything. I should not be anxious about anything. One of the things that I was really anxious about at the beginning of the year, or rather between March and July, was, what am I going to do? I need to work this year. Like, I need to work in a specific place this year, and that got me really anxious, because I would spend day and night trying to prepare for this and trying to prepare for that, looking up different things. But that's not necessary, because at the end of the day, I didn't get that. All right, so I spent my time worrying and being anxious over things that I couldn't control. I mean, no one can control where you're going to be at the next moment of your life. Only God knows that. So instead of you living in the future and being anxious, you might as well live in the moment and be happy. They say that living in the past would make you depressed. Living in the future keeps you anxious, but living in the moment makes you happy. So that's one of the things that I learned this year. Just trying by all means to be present and enjoying myself whilst I'm in the moment, rather than being excessively anxious about the next step of my life, because I was obsessed. I was very obsessed with, what am I going to do next? Where am I going to be next year? I need to do this. Like, I would always focus so much the next thing that's happening in my life and looking forward to that so much that I forgot to be present in the moment. The only time that I was ever present in the moment was when I was home, and that's because, guys, like, I love my family so much. And yeah, the next thing also goes back to like family. Spending time with family. When I went home, I decided to not really like go out with friends or just do anything outside of my family, because I just wanted to be with the people who genuinely, like, friends do care, and there are people who are blessed enough to have friends in their lives who are like family. That is fine. But for me, my family is my P1. Okay, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and extended family as well. Some extended family members, those are like my OGs. All right, so I just wanted to spend all the time that I could with them, just so that I could immerse into that moment, knowing fully well that this moment would never come back. So spend time with family members. A lot of us have a tendency of wanting to spend time with our friends and other people more than we want to spend with our family members. But family is heart, is the heart. Okay, spend time with your family members. For me, I'll never miss an opportunity to spend time with my family. Yeah, I just love spending time with the people who are like really close to me, because yeah, anytime, any day, if you ask me what my hobby is, it's definitely spending time with my family. And my family could be even the ones that I have created, I have created families with people who are not blood related to me. In today's vlog, I think we haven't finished packing yet. I don't know. I guess multitasking is not really my thing. I thought I would be able to properly pack and pack these things here and these other ones. I thought I would be able to pack everything, and also some things that I got from Pull and Bear. I thought I was going to be able to pack everything, but I'm not able to because I'm speaking, and clearly I'm not able to pack and talk at the same time. So I will have to do that behind the camera and talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched till this far, please don't forget to like and comment, and yeah, I will catch up with you guys in the next video. Take care, and I love you. Bye.
Listening in your car, at your job, you at home, I don't care where you at. Turn this up right now, cause we're about to go in. Hey, step